Hello everyone, my name is I Gede Krishna Adi and you can call me Krishna. In this video I would like to demonstrate how to make a straight through Ethernet cabling and a crossover Ethernet cabling. So the material that we use to making this Ethernet cable, the first one is the UTP cable. In this video I use Cat5e, and the second one I use RG45 connector. The tools that we use to making this Ethernet cable, the first one is the crimping tools. This one is used to cutting the UTP cable and crimping the cable. And the last one, the tools, is the tester. It's for testing UTP cables. It shows us that the cable is ready to use. So let's start to making the Ethernet cable. So the first thing that we should do when we want to make Ethernet cable is to measure the cable according to the desired cable length. In this video I want to make a half meter for each cable, so we should cut it into 4 pieces. So to cut this cable, this UTP cable, we need to use these crimping tools. So because of this cable is 1 meter, to make a half meter we should divide it in 2 pieces. To cut it, in the crimping tools there are a cutter near the handle, like this one. So you can insert the cable and then cut it like this. So there are 2 half meter cable now. So I'll do it for the another one. And done. Now we have 4 pieces of UTP cable. So the first one, we want to make a straight through T568A. So the first things that we should do is to crimping each of the tip of the cable using our crimping tools. So if you see on the crimping tools, there are 2 holes. The first one is for phone cable, and the larger one is for UTP cable. So we use it to crimping the cable. We insert it and cut it and twist it. So yeah, we already crimping one of the tip of the cable. So let's do to another one. So done. We already crimping each of the tip of the cable. So to make a straight through type A cable or T568A straight through cable, we want to arrange each of these 8 cable. So for the first one, we need to get the white green one. So white green on the left, and then the green one, and then we should find the white orange, and then the blue one, we arrange it. And then the white blue, okay. The orange one, where are you? the brown, white brown, sorry, white brown and brown. It's look like this. They are the white green, green, white orange, the blue one, white blue, orange, white brown and brown. So we should make it, the tip of each of this cable should have a same length. So we should cut it to make the length is equally. So make sure they are straight, and then we cut each of its tip. So you can say the tips is more likely like this after you cut it. After you arrange the 8 of this cable inside of your UTP cable, and then take your RG45 connector. If you see on your RG45 connector, there are 8 pins. That golden one is the pins, and you want to insert your 8 cable to this 8 pin in your RG45. So make sure the arrangement of your cable. So for the straight through type A cable, there are white green, green, white orange, blue, white blue, orange, white brown and brown. After you make sure that it was right, the arrangement was right, now you can insert this 8 cable into your RG45. Okay, you can insert like this. As you can see, all of the cable are inside the RG45 pins. So for the last thing, make sure your cable in your RG45 is correct. So white green, green, white orange, blue, white blue, orange, white brown, and the last one is brown. And then after your arrangement correct, take your crimping tools. As you can see, there are a big hole in the middle of your crimping tools. You should insert your cable, your tip of cable, your RG45 inside it like this. So because this one is for the pin on your RG45, so you can say like you insert it from here. So your pin is on the right side. So what you just need is to press it and done. So for the other tip of the cable, for the straight through type A cable, we should divide this 8 cable into 4 different pair. Like before, they are the green one, the orange one, the blue one, and the brown one. After that, you can twist it, every pair of your cable, you can twist it so that it can get divided into 8 cable. Maybe like this. After that, we just need to arrange this 8 cable into the T-568A arrangement. So like before, we need to arrange. After you arrange your cable, and then you can use your crimping tools to make the tip of each of these 8 cable equal. and then make sure they are white, green, green, white, orange, blue, white, blue, orange, white, brown, and brown. After that, take your RJ45 connector, then insert this 8 cable into your RJ45 connector. After you insert it, check again the arrangement. After that, take your crimping tools and then you can do the same like the other tip of the cable. So just insert it in this hole. Make sure this one right on the pin and press it. Now it's locked. Now we have a straight through T-568A cable. So to make sure this straight through T-568A cable is worked properly, we should use our tester. After your straight through T-568A cable is ready, you can test it using a tester tools. So in this tester tool, there are a switch to turn on and off, and also there are a switch to this S letter for slow. So to test it, we just need to connect our straight through T-568A cable into the tester tools. So you can connect it like this one, and if you can see it, if on the left side is 1, on the right side is 1, if it's 2, and also the right one is 2, and so on. So if it look like this, the cable, the straight through T-568A cable can work properly. So for the second cable, we want to make a straight through T-568B cable. So for the first thing we should do is to crimping each of this tip of the cable. We can use crimping tools like this one, and remember using the larger hole to crimping the UTP cable, and then you press it and twist it. Like this one. Move to another tip, press it and twist it. And done. So like before, we just need to arrange every cable like this one. There are green one, there are orange one, the brown, and the blue. So in T-568B cable, the pattern is start with white, orange, orange, and then white, green, blue, white, blue, green, white, brown, and brown. So the arrangement look like this. The first one is white, orange, orange, white, green, blue, white, blue, green, white, brown, and brown. After it's arranged correctly, take your crimping tools and cut the tips of this H cable so the length of each tip is equal. So make sure you arrange it correctly and then cut it like this one. They are white, orange, orange, white, green, blue, white, green, white, orange, and brown. After the length of each cable is equal, take your RG45 connector and then insert the 8 cable into the RG45. But check it for make sure you insert it correctly. Insert it. After you insert it, make sure the arrangement inside the RG45. Take your crimping tools, insert the RG45 connector inside of this hole. You can insert it like that. When it's stuck and it can't go outside from its side, you can see the pins right here, and then all you just need is to press it like this one. Pressed and done. Now it's locked and ready to use. So let's move to the another tip. Like before, we divided it into 4 pairs and then we arrange it. So as you can see, the arrangement like this: white, orange, orange, white, green, blue, green, white, brown, and brown. After this, you can cut it to make the tip is equal. Take your RG45 connector and then insert the cable inside this RG45 connector. After you insert it, then make sure your arrangement of the cable, after it's correct, take your crimping tools, insert it like this one. Okay. Then insert it after it's stuck, and you just press it hard, and then you press it and done. After the straight through T568B is ready, we want to test it using a tester tool. So like before, we turn on the tester. Maybe we can use the slow one, and then insert the cable like this. Let's see, it's 1 and the right one is 1. If it's 2, then on the right side is also 2. So if your UTP cable, the straight through cable, is look like this, we can say it worked properly. And for the last cable, we want to make a crossover cable. So like before, we just need to crimping each of the tip of the cable using a crimping tools like this one, using the larger hole. Insert it, maybe this one. You cut it and twist it, press and twist. Okay, one is ready. Move to other one. Use your crimping tools again and crimping. Like this one. After that, as before, we just need to divide it into 4 pairs. Like this one is the blue one, the brown one, the green, and the orange one. So for the crossover cable, we need to make the one of the tips is a T568A cable, and the other one is a T568B. So each of these tips have a different arrangement, have a different pattern. So maybe on this one I will make it a T568A, and this one is the T568B. So let's work to the T568A. So the arrangement like this. They are white green, green, white orange, blue, orange, white brown, and brown. After you arrange it, take your crimping tools and then cut the tip of each of these 8 cable to make it equal. Like this one. So, and then prepare your RG45 and then make sure the arrangement. After it's correct, take your RG45 and insert it into your RG45. After it's inserted, make sure it again white, green, green, white, orange, blue, orange, white, brown, and brown. After you insert it, take your crimping tools and as before, like before, we just insert it into this hole, to this one, insert it. After it's stuck and cannot go out, see this RG45 pins, you can press it, press the handle, like this one, and done. So your T568A cable tip is ready. So for the other one tip, if this one is the type A or T568A, we need to make this a T568B to make it a crossover cable. So as before, we define it as a 4 different color. After you divide it into 4 different color, and then we just need to arrange this cable into a pattern T568B. So we just need to arrange it, and then you arrange it like the pattern of T568B. They are white, orange, orange, white, green, blue, green, white, brown, and brown. After it arranged correctly, and then take your crimping tools and then cut it on this cable to make it equal. After you cut it and check it if it's the pattern is right, take your RG45 connector and then insert it your 8 cable into the RG45 connector. After you insert it into the RG5 connector, make sure for the last time if it's correct, the arrangement was correct. Let's see, they are white, orange, orange, white, green, blue, green, white, brown, and brown. After it's correct, take your crimping tools and then like before insert it into this hole like that one and then After that, the crossover cable is ready. So after you're ready making the crossover cable, and then you need to test it using the tester tools like this one. So let's turn on the tester tools. In this video I want to use the S1 for slow to make this testing more accurate, so I can easily see the testing. I want to use the S. Let's switch to S and then connect it. As you can see, if on the left side is 1, on the right side is 3, and vice versa. If the left one is number 2, on the right is number 6, and vice versa. On the left is number 4, on the right also number 4, and also number 5. And if number 7 is on the left, on the right is also number 7. So if the tester tool look like this, we can say the crossover cable is worked correctly. I think that's all for the tutorial to making Ethernet cabling. So I hope in this video you can try it at your home to make a straight through and a crossover cable. Hope you enjoy it, and thank you.